Okay, guys. All right, guys, quick little tidbit here today. When you are working with first time home buyers, you need to inform them and have just a little sense of direction with them. Build up the value. Okay, this is a little snippet will give you a little bit of information that you could share with your buyers. And I like to sit down with buyers, whether in a Zoom or a in person. Share my screen here. This could be one of the. This is from my agents. This little home buyers program guide. Obviously, when you're talking to homeowners, even prior to this, we want to have some basic information, guys. We already went over CIA multiple times, credit, income, assets. So you should have some of that information already in front of you. And the reason why you want to have that information is you want to kind of know how much time you're going to spend with the clients. Okay, they make $20,000 combined household income. Listen, we treat everyone with respect and courtesy, but we are a business, and they're not going to buy a home at this point. Maybe if they get a co-sign, you have a shot. So go over a little bit about yourself. Hey, my name's so and so. Hey, here's some of my accreditations. If you don't have any accreditations, you could utilize me because I'll do the presentation with you. Obviously, I've been a high-level New York State Association of Realtor Director, served on Ethics Committee, Grievance Committee, helped over many people own their first homes. So very well-known broker in the tri-state area. I like to go over the agenda. Hey, what are we're going to go over some of the risks when you're buying a home, representation. I'm not going to do all this today, but just a quick snippet. What are some of the risks when you're buying a home? Guys, you just can't tell everyone the beauties of owning a home. There are risks. And when you're giving them the truth, the real of it, it builds up your credibility. And it also kind of, I don't want to say scares them, but lets them know, listen, go ahead with caution. Don't just go a free for all. Work with a qualified representative and agent, a buyer's team like us, because we're going to help get you the best transaction, get your offer accepted, and protect you. So you want to let them know, don't take unnecessary risks. Work with a good team. So that's about representation. Then you want to go over having your team ready. Who's your team? Obviously, your team, you want to have your attorney ready, and you as an agent know who the team is. They might have some of their own team already. That's okay. But certainly if they're using an attorney, we have a bunch of good attorneys that we recommend. What's my litmus test with attorneys? If you have their cell phone, I'm a big fan. Why? Because we need to communicate properly. You get an attorney, they're away for 4 days, no cell phone, you lose a deal. Have a home inspector ready on standby. Obviously, you're the realtor, and your banker, have your banker ready. Typically, we're handling a lot of financing as well. So that's your team. I like to go over closing costs. Why? I want to inform the buyer. Hey, Mr. Buyer, what are your closing costs? Have you heard about closing costs? Yes. Okay. What are your closing costs? Most time they don't know what their closing costs are, and you want to let them know that they don't know. Why? Because you want to be able to inform them and create the value, and make sure they know. Hey, you're knowledgeable. So some of the closing costs may consist of um, mortgage taxes, bank fees, attorney, appraisal, inspection, home insurance, title insurance, all that type of stuff. So that's typically closing costs. Closing costs in New York City, we're typically looking at, up to 6% is common. 6% is standard issue, New York for closing costs. So that's the formula. What are the out-of-pocket expenses? We'll go over that too. So typically, if you have 3.5% down, you have 6% closing costs. Just let's protect ourselves. Let's look at 10%. We're going to go over a little bit about monthly payment, and then some of the next steps. A little bit about the process. You can take a look here. That's the process that we're looking at. Guys, that's a little snippet quickly into just getting into the first-time home buyers. This is how you're going to make your bones in the real estate industry. Understand this process that you're seeing here. Build the value. Understand what we're doing. Be knowledgeable. My name's Todd Miranda. I'll see you at the closing.